Okay, so here's the finished hex adapter. You can see I've got the set screw in it now also. The hex part of it turned out pretty darn well. I had to do a little bit more filing after I got done running through it with the broach, but not nearly as much as I would have if I hadn't gone through with the broaching procedure first. The way that I've seen this done online before is using a spring from here and partially wrapping it around to the spline adapter. But before I try that, I'm going to take a stab at it with this tie wire. That's why I've got this oddball hole running through on a sharp angle on both sides. I'm going to see if I can secure it that way, if I can get it tightened up enough to take the rattle out. I don't know if it'll work or not, but if it doesn't, I'll just pop it right back off and tap a 1/4-20 hole in it for a spring, but that's what the tie wire's on there for. But I would say the hex part came out pretty well considering. And it fits nice and snug. I'll show you that here in just a minute. The other thing, so this is what I was using for broaching. All it is a 1/4-inch piece of high-speed steel that I just ground a fairly sharp edge on. 1/2-inch piece of steel. Drilled it so that it would fit. Of course, I missed my dimension by quite a bit, so I had to put some shim stock in there to hold it in place, and it's only partially working, but it got me through the project. So I've got it out now because I'm contemplating whether or not I want to reshape it a little bit so that it fits the splines or comes closer to the shape of the splines. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that just yet, if I'm going to just leave it square or if I'm going to try and round it off a little bit, but I think at the very least I'm going to narrow it a little bit. I think it's about 30 thousandths or so thicker than what it really needs to be. So to try and compensate as much for future wear with this just being aluminum, I think it'd probably be to my advantage to thin this down a little bit and try to get it to fit the splines a little bit more tightly. But anyways, show you how it fits. It's not quite all the way down yet. It just needs a little bit of a tap and it'll seat. It's about 1/8 of an inch or so, but I am tickled to death with it. It's going to work like a champ, at least that part of it. You can see the aftermath of all the pieces. Come on, focus, focus. Come on. There we go. Sort of. Anyways, it's all the shavings that came from doing the broaching. So at any rate, I'll end this video here, and I don't know if I'll make it through anything else yet today or not, but at least you guys got to see that one.